Good morning. It's Dr. Hodges. I am out for a morning walk. It is not 1,000 degrees and I have a partner with me today. Say hello, Peanut. She's like, Mom, this is really entirely too far. And I always know whenever it's a little bit too much for her, when she starts to slow down, she gets really close to my leg, starts to nip my ankles, that means Mom pick me up. So this is going to be really quick. What I wanted to talk about a little bit today is a little thing about a paper that I read a week or two ago. Every day, or it seems like every day, my inbox is full of different studies that are done. I get them from AMA. I get them from Bariatric Times, also just a variety of different publications. And what the study was on is it was actually looking at skin thickness and resistance training. And what was interesting about the findings is that they wanted to look to see what was the benefit of exercise on like skin laxity and looseness of skin and what could help. And what they found was that it wasn't aerobic exercise, rather it was resistance training that made the difference. And they literally would take skin samples, take a little biopsy, and they would measure the thickness of the skin. And they could tell that, over a period of weeks, the patients that had incorporated a specific training regimen of resistance training, they saw improvements in their skin thickness and laxity. Now, this does not mean to say that if they were someone that carried all of their weight in their arms and they had very, very long droopy arms, once they lost weight, they weren't going to need to have any skin removed. It doesn't mean that, but it's a very common question that I get from patients about, I'm just having a difficult time. I should have brought my little selfie stick. It's a very common question that I get talking about skin laxity and what am I going to do if I have some loose skin. Now, what was the training regimen? So that was really interesting. What they recommended was for you to incrementally increase the weight. So for me, I recently went back to the gym to do some resistance training. I gotta get this leash. I went back to do some resistance training and I was proud of myself. I just didn't do the highest weight that I could because I knew that since it'd been a while since I've been in the gym doing any resistance training, if I did that, I'd be sore for about a week and then I wouldn't be able to work out. And working out in the gym one time a week does nothing good for anybody, especially my legs. So, what did they recommend? What they recommended was to increase the weight gradually. So they said, go to the gym, see what your max weight is that you would do. And then for the first 2 sessions, only do half that weight. And then you just keep on increasing every 2 to 3 sessions. So, for instance, whenever I went to the gym, I was appalled. There was a time whenever I could do at least 70 or 80 pounds on the leg extension on the machine. Oh my God, I could barely do 40. So what would this workout mean? This workout would say, well, if right now I can do 40, certainly not 70. If I could do 40, then that would mean for the first 2 sessions, I need to go up to 20 and then only use 20 pounds. And then for the following 2 sessions, I need to continue to increase by 10%. And that was going to be an increase of, oh my goodness, 5 to 10 pounds. I think whenever I did the math with the actual amounts, I think it was like I had to increase by 7 pounds. So I opted to just increase by 5. So that would be my challenge to you. I would say start off with only 50% of the max weight that you can do. Do that for 2 sessions. The next time you go to the gym, increase that by 5 pounds. And just start increasing by 5 pounds, because you're going to be increasing the amount every 2 sessions that you go. So if you plan to incorporate strength training into your workout, and you're going to do that 2 times a week, then that would mean each week you're going to increase by 5 pounds. So try it that way. You know, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And it's totally fine if you go in and you're not picking up much. Whenever I was explaining this to one of my patients, she was like, well, gosh, my husband said like the bar, if you don't put the big weights on, that's 45 pounds. And I said, well, I'm going to start off lower than that. I know that they do have some pre-made long dumbbells. I'm sure there's a special name for them that start out at 15, then 25, 30, 35, and they usually have them like on a rack. They're not just the individual handheld. It's like a long bar. And let's say they don't. Let's say they don't have that. Okay, well, if you're only supposed to pick up 20 pounds, then that means you need 2 10-pound hand weights. So that would be my challenge to you guys. Go ahead and just increase by small bits. What the study was also showing was that patients got the benefit from consistency, not necessarily huge amounts of weights. Oh, and how many reps? You do 3 sets of 10. So that's my challenge to you. You want a little bit more thickness to your skin. Everybody likes a little bit of thick skin. Help you with some of that skin laxity. 3 sets of 10. Start out at 50% of the max weight and just incrementally increase by another 10% every 2 sessions. So hope that this helped.